Radical. So Microsoft has applied for a patent, and that patent is called Software Ownership Validation of Optical Disc Using Secondary Device. Seems to be maybe a solution for the problem that you have when you buy a digital-only console. Without the disk drive. Because, let's say you own Witcher 3. Well, you really can't play Witcher 3. You'd have to you'd have to buy the game, the digital version, even though you have the damn game. So there's a pitch from Microsoft, and here we go. In recent years, a trend towards producing and consuming digital video game content has developed. As a result of this trend, many people now prefer digital video game content over physical video game media. Accordingly, many next-generation video game devices being developed are configured without hardware components for playing physical video game media. Boo! Consequently, when an owner of a previous generation video game device purchases a next-generation video game device, the owner is unable to play their physical video game media on the next-generation video game device. Instead, the owner must repurchase the digital version of the video game content for the next-generation video game device. Boo! This scenario is undesirable for multiple reasons. First, video game content, physical and digital, represents a significant financial investment to some people. Although the digital version of the video game content for the next generation video game device may provide additional content and/or significant technological improvements, it may be difficult for some people to justify repurchasing a video game they already own and have already played or completed. Secondly, many owners of physical video game media have emotional attachments to their physical video game media. I know I do. I hug mine every night. These owners simply appreciate the feel. The feel of handling the physical video game media and/or the nostalgia associated with the physical game video media. Moreover, many of these owners view their libraries of physical video game media, YouTubers with huge collections, for instance, and paraphernalia, as valuable collections, similarly to rare coin collections, baseball card collections, and etc. So, essentially, they are trying to address this. Even though I think the best thing for Microsoft to do, and for Sony to do, is to address the problem by just not allowing a digital-only console. I mean, how much are you really saving, really, in production, to have digital only? Now some people might say, well, all this is digital only anyways, and you got to download the patches, and look at Cyberpunk 2077. What would that disc be without the downloads? I know. But there's way too many positives to having the physical media, meaning you actually own it. And you can actually take it places, like the flea market, if you don't like the game, and you can actually sell it. You can't sell digital files. If you have the physical media, you own it. You can take it over to your buddy's house. You could play the game there. You could bring it back to your house, So, I do think it's a positive thing that Microsoft is addressing this, and they apply for that patent, but we'll see what happens on this.